The gyrations that we're seeing in commodities have continued overnight. Obviously yesterday we saw the likes of copper, gold, silver, aluminium and nickel all been absolutely smashed in Asian trade. Stop losses were triggered. We obviously saw gold bets picking up as well, really pushed those commodities even lower again. We saw copper off about 3.2%, gold off about 2.8%, silver was down 3%, and it really did lead into a fairly dour session with regards to Asia, particularly the ASX particularly got hit between the eyes. We saw BHP losing over 4%, same with Rio. They're now at levels of yearly lows. BHP got to a level it hasn't seen since May last year. Well and truly looks like it could be on its way back to GFC lows. October 2008 is the next level that we're looking at, which is 27.10. Very, very low level for something like BHP. Do remember, it does have some of, if not the best, grade 1 quality assets in the world. It will get to a situation where it will be a screaming buy. Today, we obviously saw last night with the commodity prices picking up. Copper, obviously, there's a perception out there that maybe there's actually an undersupply. We saw premiums over in the US picking up quite strongly. Rio Tinto's outputs obviously on the downside, considering what's happening with its copper mine over in the US. Saw copper prices picking up. We also saw the fact that the China gold Fed and also the Indian gold Fed seeing physical gold actually picked up at highest levels not seen in 2 years. It therefore pushed the spot price up for the longest uptrend it's seen in 4 weeks. Also pushed the futures higher. So it was a fairly good night for commodities. Therefore might see the material space here in Australia picking up the pieces from what has been an absolute carnage week. You may see BHP jumping back into 31s. You might see Rio jumping back into 54s. It will obviously drive the market a little bit further ahead. However, we did see some fairly poor earnings out of the US again last night. Morgan Stanley's the standout there. It was really, really underperforming. May actually see our banks come back off. The defensive have been standout performers, and it is a reason for profit taking. It is also Friday. Expect light trade. You may also see, therefore, that in the afternoon, as the Asian trade continues to drag on, the market's getting a little bit lighter again and people closing out. It may drag us back a little bit further as well. Looking ahead, over the weekend, there is the G20 meeting. I did see this morning Christine Lagarde coming out and talking about the fact that she thinks the world is currently in a 3-speed economy, according to her. We see overheating in China, moderate growth in the US, and obviously Europe continuing to underperform. Her goal is to obviously get that all going in one direction, which is obviously on the movement forward. She obviously is the main driver over there in the G20 meeting. It'll be interesting to see if she can get anything to happen. Watch the dollar yen. Obviously, that'll be where most people are speculating, considering there was obviously talk with regards to the yen being devalued. US and Europe have obviously been telling Japan to sort of try and stop that. Don't think anything's going to happen. It will probably end up where it is. And I don't think Christine Lagarde will get her wish. It'll be probably a non-event. So Monday morning may just be another very solemn day, considering the fact that obviously tonight in the US there's more earnings and it's supposed to underperform. Reassess your positions, look at them for Monday morning, and hopefully to start next week, which is the last main full trading week in April, that we can see a better week.